my face, taking up all of my space. You should get out of my way. You should get out of my way. Don't tell me what I should do. I'ma do it. You should get out of my way. Get your talking face out of my way. Out of my way. Out of my way. Out of my way. I don't even play. Out of my way. Get out of my way. Out of my way. Out of my way. All my friends coming with all their friends.
They say summer is the time to live in Chicago. Well, that's extended into autumn as we are ready to roll under blue skies at Soldier Field. Today, boy, what a matchup. Two NFL franchises with so much history, so much tradition, getting set to do battle here. As it'll be the New York Giants taking on the Chicago Bears. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. On play action, here's Dart. Now he's going to step up and run. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
I do think it's fair to say they were caught off guard a little bit. We decided not to throw it on first down. But give them credit. They recovered in time to deny him the first down yardage. But it's only 2nd and short. So that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
Throwing, Dart. That's caught left side by Neighbors. So nothing doing there. And it'll leave him with 3rd and a full yard to go. You look at this Bears defense. They've been pretty good against the pass. Not amazing, but good. Number 13 in the league.
And since this is such a good unit of covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes. See if they can generate some run after the catch. But nothing doing on that one.
Dart from the gun on 3rd down. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 21 yards there, a big play on 4th down. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 46. Down to the 42, 2nd down. This defense for the Bears, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
A gain of 15. 1st down, New York.
Now the former Sun Devil, it's Cam Scatterbury. And he stopped immediately there. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 12-yard line. To the air, Dart. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test them early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Dart.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
It's been a pretty long opening drive. This will be play number 11 coming up on 3rd down. They'll throw again. Dart. Now he'll tuck this and run. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Touchdown! Adonai Mitchell, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Giants get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together.
Ready to go.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. You talk about this Giant defense. They find themselves just a couple of spots outside of the top 10 defending the pass, number 12 in the league.
And from analyzing them and talking with their defensive coordinator, we know they have a full playbook. So look for them to mix up coverages, pressure one play, fall back the next. They'll do a lot of different things trying to confuse the offense.
The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
10 more there and another first down.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Vegas, Vegas. Ready to.
They'll fake the give. Now Williams. Open man down the field. That's Burden. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain. 16 yards there and a first down again.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Ready to hard. Here we go.
To throw, it's Williams. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Now a 2nd and 2.
At the 11-yard line.
Now they try the right side here. And the Bears are going to have a 1st and goal as he's inside the 10, down to the 7-yard line.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
Ready to.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
At the 8-yard line.
Ready to.
That's complete right around the 8. 5 yards that time on the completion, and now it's 3rd and goal. Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his 3rd completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And the top priority for the defense has got to be finding ways to cover him. And I don't think you can have one basic coverage to get it done. You have to throw a number of coverages at him, make him think as he's running downfield, and hope you can create a little bit of havoc.
Back in Chicago, ready for the 2nd quarter. It's the Bears in possession as they've got it with a 4th down coming up.
Ready to. Yes, 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 yes.
They'll go. Here's Williams. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. He couldn't get the ball away on 4th and goal. And this Giants defense able to come up with a goal line stand. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They'll start by running the option to the right. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he's stopped in the backfield. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Dart going to look to throw here. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled.
First down. A gain of 19 yards. First down, Giants.
Throwing from the gun here, Dart. Over the middle, taken in by Neighbors. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 2 first downs have him up to the 41 now for 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Straight ahead, here's Tracy. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down.
That's another Giants first down.
Throwing his Dart. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Yeah, their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
They go play action with Dart. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying, no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 22-yard line. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. 1st down, here's Scatterby. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
That one taken in by Neighbors. Hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. The offense on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Out of the gun, here's Dart. He's got his target. That's complete. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They'll try to run this one in. And he takes it into the end zone for a Giant TD. A great effort there with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Giants go up by 2 touchdowns. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive, but at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer, and make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Pass to the right side, caught by Burden. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
13 yards on the play.
Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first.
What is that?
First and 10 at the 46.
Looking to throw is Williams. Quick slant, caught by Moore. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. The Bears at 2-0 here to begin the season. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Vegas!
Here's Williams. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
84 yards.
2 minutes to play first half. It's 14-0.
First and 10 at the
So from inside the 20, here's first and 10 at the 18. To the air, Williams. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Colston Loveland, his second touchdown on the season. And the Bears have got it back to within a score. And now an audible here into something else. Santos able to tack on the extra point. And that'll make our score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And he returns this to the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. So for this offense, Charles, remember drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in the touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there's never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
That's complete. It's Neighbors. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Second and 10. Throwing again is Dart. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Throwing his Dart. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive.
And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
To throw, Williams.
And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
Throwing is Williams. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself.
And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
And that right there, his first incompletion of the game, pretty remarkable.
So let's start talking about all-time records, because with that incompletion, maybe over a 2-game sequence, or maybe starts a new streak now, because Ryan Tannehill, over 2 games, hit 25 straight. Now, the incompletion, we're taking this record out of play. But Mark Brunell, when he's at Washington, 22 straight completions.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10.
Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Well, Bart, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Yes.
Williams operating from the gun.
Williams looking to do it himself.
And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense, because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. So now things get interesting on 3rd and goal from the 1.
This almost becomes a Darwinian call, doesn't it? Almost survival of the fittest here. I know we can go all cliche. I'll go ahead and do it. Who wants it more here? Who has a better leverage at the line of scrimmage? Let's go and see what happens.
A 1-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports.
And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the 3rd quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that, because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game, and to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now, hotly contested in the 3rd quarter. This one incomplete and over everybody. Looked like a clear throwaway, but the officials, they're going to say there's a receiver over there in the area, so no flags, and it's 3rd down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Here we go, set.
And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 16. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Let's go. Rocco 80. Let's go.
Throwing now, Bajan. That's caught left side, Burden.
And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds, right around the 7. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for second down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Bears are an extra point away from drawing level. Santos with the extra point. And we are tied at 14. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here.
And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
After that last touchdown we just saw, Charles, we got ourselves a brand-new ball game, all tied here in the third as they have their first possession of this second half.
Well, Brandon, this drive is all about one word to me, and that's the word answer, because they're trying to answer the momentum the other offense picked up in tying the game, because not only if they score and they feel better about themselves, they'll retake the lead and maybe set the tone for the rest of the half, keeping them in the driver's seat.
Open target here, Darius Slayton.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. 18 yards the gain for number 18. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
From the shotgun, a throw for Dart. The back foot throw there is incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down.
It shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
He'll get that to his tight end, Theo Johnson.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
That's another Giants first down.
Now Robinson, the motion man right. He's going to handle it on the touch pass.
Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage.
Here's Dart. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Kyler Gordon picks it off. And the Bears are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
But the good news for them, they got the football. The bad news, they have to go 99.
Oh, that is going to be a safety. So the screen pass goes backwards. That play seemed to have a potential disaster written all over it from the start.
I mean, wasn't that a tough spot on the field to make that call? You're inviting defensive linemen and linebackers to get pressure. So if one of them sniffs this out, you're definitely in danger. And this time, it costs them 2 points.
A gain of 26 yards. First down.
Looking to put a drive together.
Throwing, Dart.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Normally, you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact. But in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
Johnson with a completion over the middle. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time you wait for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. The first down screen pass, good for 5.
And that's all about recognition right there because he's got to go from pass rush mode to pursuit mode, what defensive line coaches like to call retracing. And he's able to retreat and make the tackle for just a short gain.
It's caught. Mitchell. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
It's a gain of 8. And the Giants first down. An 8-yard pickup. First down, New York.
Dart going to give to Scatteroo.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A gain there of 21 yards.
What a drive. This has been just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Ready? Viking 18.
On first down, they'll go to the ground again. Yeah, boy, it is tough to bring him down that time. He surges forward. He's going to get a full 6 out of that. Second down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
Second and 3 with the ball sitting on the 5.
Let's go. Cowboys.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. And he will take it all in for a Giant touchdown.
Jackson Dart.
A 4-yard touchdown scamper.
And the Giants get an important score there to extend their lead here in this fourth quarter.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes this a 9-point game. The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away.
And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in the landing zone, this will come out to the 20.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Here's Bajan.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete.
Down to the 10.
Touchdown, Chicago.
Roma Dunze.
An 80-yard touchdown.
And the Bears have made it a one-score game again in the fourth.
Santos able to tack on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
increase here as he's past the 30. And he's able to get this all the way to the 40 before going out of bounds.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they've seen their lead nearly extinguished after that last score, but bottom line, they are still on top with the football, and a touchdown on this drive would really put them in position A. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 43 yards. To throw, Dart. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that will bring up second down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, short tackle. NFL quarterbacks work so hard on their mechanics, and they do so much repetition and practice, off-season, the whole deal. They expect it to be autopilot once the games start. That way it eliminates any type of pressure of the game, pressure of people in your face, all of that. That didn't shine through on that throw, though, did it?
No. A little bit of a dangerous pass and off target, too. But he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. They'll get only 2 there, and it's second and goal.
Well, that's always a good place to throw it, just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team, but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-bodied tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up, the loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
That's caught at the 2. Touchdown, Giants. A 2-yard touchdown grab as his guys are able to extend their lead.
So a heck of a drive right there with the game potentially hanging in the balance.
A very good drive, and now a conversion to make it a 2-score game and a solid lead.
The extra point splits the uprights, and that makes this a 9-point game. The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
They'll fake the give. Now Williams. To the left side, he's got his tight end Loveland. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Working out of the gun, Williams. Looking outside, and he's got a man. That's more. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A
4 yards.
A well-executed 22-yard gain.
4 yards. 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 and 10 at the 11-yard line.
To throw, it's Williams. That's complete, right around the 8. That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation. 2nd and 6 with the ball on the 7.
2nd and 6 at the 7-yard line.
To the air once more, Williams. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Luther Burden from 6 yards away. And the Bears have cut it back within a score. Santos with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Good return up past the 30. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Tyrell Dodson drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. Here's Jamie Gillendown as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Taking it about the 16. A good kick that time, but also a pretty good 15-yard return. And the Bears take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And you sense the tide turning. They scored, then their defense forced the punt, and now a chance to ultimately take the lead here late. Yeah, boy, the strength on display there as he rumbles through tacklers for a gain of about 8.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. 2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the 4th quarter. They come up now on 2nd and 2. Play action. Now Williams. Able to find Kmet. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line.
That gets them the first down, but they've still got to move quickly here.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
He'll look to throw. He rifles complete, caught by Moore. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. He has been terrific today, hasn't he?
Yeah, absolutely running flawless 2-minute drill right here. This has been quarterbacking 101 with a flourish.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Back to throw. There's a short one caught by Loveland. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
He's back to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down, so that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout. From the gun, he'll hand this off. Trying to run inside, but nothing there.
Got a quick flash about being in their huddle. Whatever the play call was, it was tagged with these words: make sure you stay in the middle of the field. That's where we want to be.
And he did just that. They'll come up now, 2nd and 9. Back to throw. Williams looking to do it himself. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
And he's taken down. And now they can milk this, take it all the way down, call the timeout, and set up the game-winning field goal try. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages. Santos able to tack on the extra point. And it would appear, barring some late heroics, they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. This is 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. That's caught downfield by Neighbors. Now they do indeed get the timeout, so all is not lost. They'll have a chance for one final heave to the end zone. Here's 1st down.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Pressure, and he's taken down. The Bears sack. What a game we were treated to in this one. And on that final play, they had a chance. They had the ball just beyond mid.